I am so excited for this video. I have been wanting to film this video for so long. I just haven't had the chance to. I think it's going to be 3 parts. Welcome to today's video. If you're new here, my name is Tiana. If you're returning, it is so nice to see you again. I know that some of you have been waiting for this. It is all the makeup that I have finished in 2025. I know. We are like very well into 2026. I get that. But I had a huge bin of makeup, hair care, skincare, body care. I had a huge bin of it that I have been really wanting to go through and separate it. And today we're going to talk about makeup, and then I'm going to have 2 other videos talking about like hair care, skincare, and all that. I was just going to do 2 videos, but I think I'm going to have to do 3 because the amount of like hair care and skincare that I finished last year is unbelievable that it would be such an incredibly long video. So I think I'm going to separate them into 2 videos. I'm not entirely sure yet, but today we're going to talk about all the makeup that I finished in the year of 2025. I feel like I did really good last year. I feel like compared to other years, there might not be as many items, but as someone who does project panning and who only buys very intentionally, who's on like a low buy, a no buy, and who likes to keep a smaller makeup collection, I feel like I did really, really good. Let's just get right into the makeup items that I finished in 2025. I am so excited. So the very first item was the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup Sample. The reason why I put this in here was because I feel like the amount that you got in the sample was just to test a shade. I really wish that they had put a little bit more. Like they say, not your shade, visit Estee Lauder. I kind of feel like this was just a waste, not gonna lie. I feel like they could have put a little bit more, but I ended up using this one here. I was gonna try using a couple others for like contour. There wouldn't be enough for that. So I use this. Is it worth anything? Probably not, but at least I finished a sample in a sense. I used 2 beauty blenders. They're not like real beauty blenders. They're from like the dollar store or Walmart. I'm trying to get better at swapping out my beauty blenders and washing my makeup brushes and even like replacing my makeup brushes. So I ended up using 2 of these. It's funny because when I was going through all my stuff, I kind of thought to myself, when was the last time I swapped out my beauty blender? So I officially swapped out my current beauty blender. So I have finished 2 of them so far this year. Last year I finished 2 of them. So I feel like I'm doing pretty good. The next time I finished was the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. I think that someone recently commented on my video saying that I should try this one because I have dry skin. I loved this one. The only thing that I found with this one, sometimes as someone who has dry skin but can also have oily skin, like I have combination skin, in the summer it was a little too dewy for me, but in the fall, winter, and spring it was perfect. So this one I would definitely get again. If you're someone looking for like a nice dewy finish makeup setting spray, pick this one up. You won't regret it. And I liked the mister on it, and it lasted me a really long time, and it is one that I would get again probably for the fall and the winter. So then the next item is the One Size Mascara. This is in the Fantasize formula. And I only picked this up because it was on sale. I went to Sephora one day. It was on sale for like $18 maybe. It had to have been like under 20 because my cap for mascara is like 20 bucks. So I think it was around 20. Was it my favorite? No. Would I buy it full price? No. Would I buy it on sale? Maybe. I honestly don't even remember what my lashes like looked like when I had this. It just wasn't one of those mascaras where it was like, ooh, I really like that. I need to go spend the money. No. So this one here was kind of just like, okay, if it comes in a kit, cool. If someone gifts it to me, cool. If it's on sale and I need one, maybe, but I'm not going to go out of my way to purchase a high-end mascara that I don't even really remember the formula of. This is the Bristles 2, which typically isn't the type of brush that I go for. So yeah, it was just okay. I had to change the camera battery, so if anything moved, that's why. I think I finished 2 of these. I did. So I ended up finishing 2 of the Sephora Tint and Volume Brow Gels. I got them, did I get them in the same shade? No, I got one in Soft Charcoal and the other in 11 Ebony, which is the same shade that I get my brow pencils in. I can hear like rattling. Anyway, I finished 2 of these, and while these are nice for myself personally, I don't need like a tinted brow product because my eyebrows are very coarse and dark. I always feel like no matter if I go darker or lighter, it's always too much on my eyebrows, so I prefer clear. But if you're looking for something tinted, check these out. They're very affordable, especially because they go on sale and they have a lot of different colors. So I got these 2, I used them, and they were okay. If I was in a pinch, I would use them again, or if I was gifted them, or if it came in a kit, I would use them, but they're not a product that I would go out of my way for because I do prefer clear brow products and then fill my brows in with a pencil. The next item I finished was the e.l.f. eyeliner, and the reason why I had to call this one quits, you can still see it, is because the ink started to just kind of explode, there you go, from the end of it. It's kind of a shame because it actually wasn't that old at all, but I got a little bit of use out of it. I wouldn't get it again. I just bought myself I think it's a Sephora eyeliner. I bought it during the Sephora baby sale, and I don't need anything too crazy. So yeah, anyway, this one here, would I get it again? No, used as much as I could, and now it's gotta go. The next item I used was a Essence lip gloss in the shade 02 Summer Punch. I used it all up and I liked it, but the problem with this one specifically, and I say this one because I used up another Essence lip gloss this year, this one would start leaking from the cap here. It would start coming out from here and it would get really sticky and messy. So I don't know if that's all of them. I don't know if that was just this one. Would I repurchase again? Yes. Would I travel with them, like keep them in a bag? No. Unless I buy one to specifically try that with. But I loved this one. I would get it again for sure. I just don't need lip glosses right now. I ended up using a Fenty Beauty Primer. Absolutely love these. I wanted to get another one in like the full size, but I don't know if they changed the packaging or they reformulated the formula, but this one was not available. So I didn't get the one that I seen because I just wasn't sure if it was the same. But I love, love, love this. If you know if they changed the packaging or if it's the same, let me know. But love this one. This one is the Soft Silk. I've also used the mattifying one. I liked the mattifying one as well, but really, 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 really loved this one. Very hydrating, and especially on days where you don't want to wear makeup, that was so nice on the skin. I finished the e.l.f. Squeeze Me Lip Balm. This one was nice. I do currently have another one. I like these. Am I gonna go out of my way for them? No, but they are really nice to have. They smell good. They're in really nice size. I do like them. I do enjoy them. They were a really good option, especially if you're looking for a lip balm at the drugstore. So the next item I finished was the NARS bronzer in the shade Laguna. It is their mini one. finished the little bronzer. So happy with myself because I really just wanted to remove one of my like bronzers, contour products from my collection. And I did that, and I'm so incredibly just so happy with myself. I won't lie, some of it did spill out on the floor. Very, very, very happy that I was able to finish a little bronzer. I also finished a lip liner. This is the Essence lip liner. This is all I have left. The problem is it's so hard and so sharp that I can't use it on my lips. But here's some of the color. It's so hard for me to be able to actually like use it on my lips because of how small it is. So anyway, I used up a whole lip liner, and this is in the same formula as what's in my project pan right now. Would I repurchase them? No. Would I recommend them? No. I don't find them to be very precise, and I find the wood around them to be very, I don't know, uncomfortable to use. And the color that I have now, I don't really like. I don't find that they last a long time. So they're not my favorite formula, but I was really glad to be able to finish this one. I finished the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. I don't think I would get this one again. I don't feel like I need a glowy setting powder, but it was really nice. If you're looking for one, you might enjoy this. I feel like it lasted a really long time, and it worked well. It wasn't overly cakey or drying on my skin. It was just really nice. My favorite right now is the Huda Beauty setting powder, and it seems like nothing else that I have compares to it. I finished the Essence Lip Care Cocoa Butter Lip Balm. I would not recommend this. This didn't last a long time. Like, formula wise, I had it for like just under a year and it started to go bad. I found it a little hard to squeeze out of the tube. Just not my favorite. The formula changed so bad to the point where it was almost like when you would squeeze it out, like clumps were coming out. It was really gross. So I used up as much as I could. There is actually still like this much left, but the formula changed. I am not putting this on my lips. I tried to use it as like cuticle oil, but it felt so gross. So no. But anyway, I used up as much as I possibly could of this one, and I would say I finished like 95% of it because I only have like that much left. I would not recommend it. I would not pick it up. Even if I were to get one again, somehow I probably wouldn't even use it. This is the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara. I picked this up because I remember years and years ago, this was like my favorite go-to mascara, and I didn't like it this time around. It kind of reminded me of the One Size one, especially with the wand. I didn't like the formula. I didn't really like the wand. And then on my end, one of the mistakes were I picked it up in brown. So all in all, it was not a favorite mascara. I wouldn't get it again. I would maybe want to try like a different colored tube to see if the formula is different or the bristles are different, but I didn't care for it. So I wouldn't repurchase it. Even if it was like on sale, like cheap for like $2 or $5, I don't think I would purchase it because I am still so hooked on my Sephora mascaras that nothing has really beat those other than the Merit mascara and the Ilia mascara, but those are pricier. But I haven't found anything that really stuck to me when it comes to mascaras with those two. Then speaking of Sephora, I finished a Sephora mascara. These are my absolute favorite. I have purchased so many of these. I have one now in my collection. I have a backup. Love these mascaras. I have bought probably 10 of them. Really love them. This is the wand. It's a nice long wand, really nice bristles. I don't find that the formula flakes. I don't find that it smudges. I always pick these up at their sales when you can get them for like 30% off. So really love this one specifically. Okay, then the next item that I got was the Clean Fresh Brow CoverGirl. Oh, it's their Clean Fresh Brow. Anyway, this here I got and I enjoyed it. I really liked it. I would get it again because I didn't find the tint of it to be too much for myself. The only thing that I personally found was the formula went quickly. The brush was really nice and small, but I personally found that it didn't last a long time. I typically get like 3 months out of brow products, and I think I only got like 2 out of this one. 3 would be the most. This one here, I just found it went really, really, really quickly compared to other products that I have and that I had. So I think if it were on sale and I needed a brow product, I would pick it up. But to pay full price, I don't think so, because it just doesn't last a long time. I don't mean like application wise, I just mean like the actual amount of product that you get. I don't find that lasts a long time. I finished 2 EOS lip balms. The other one is somewhere. I was using the packaging for something. Anyway, I finished 2 of these. I finished the pink one and I finished a white one. I really, really like these. I don't think that these are like the be-all, end-all lip balm. I think in terms of lip care, Burt's Bees has a really good formula, and I would get Burt's Bees again. That was kind of the same that I thought about with the e.l.f. I felt kind of the same thing with the e.l.f. I feel like it was really nice on the lips, but I don't feel like the e.l.f. one did a lot to like fully hydrate my lip, where I feel like the Burt's Bees one did. I currently have top braces, so lip products are something that I seem to currently fly through. And within the like 7 months of me having braces, the Burt's Bees is by far the absolute best lip product that I have that's like chapstick. These were good, not my favorite, not my be-all end-all. Would I get them again? Yes, but I think I would splurge and for sure pick up a Burt's Bees. The next item I finished was the Hourglass Illusion Priming Moisturizer. I loved this stuff. I kind of wish I remembered this while I was shopping for the Sephora VIB sale, because it reminded me a lot of my Fenty Beauty primer. So hydrating on the skin, makes your skin look good, makes your skin feel good. I would wear this on no makeup days and makeup days. I was so sad when I finished this one. I need to go add this to my Sephora wish list for the next time that I need a good primer. If you want a good hydrating primer, you would love this. The last item I finished was the Rimmel London Lasting Finish Foundation. It's what I'm wearing today. I have probably purchased close to 10 of these bottles. I currently have one, and I think I've already finished one this year. Every time I go out somewhere and I have foundation on, I get compliments on my skin, and I swear it is because of this stuff. The only thing with this is in the fall, winter, and early spring, this is the lightest shade that I can find, and it is a shade or half a shade too dark for me. So for right now, because we're going into the summer, it's gonna work great. But come the fall, once I finish my current bottle, I want to try and find either a lighter shade in this formula, or I'm gonna have to try and find a different type of foundation that is similar to this. If you want something that is easy to apply, that can go on like very lightly, or you can go to like a medium coverage, something that feels nice on the skin and doesn't feel too heavy, you would like this. I do feel at times like the scent of it is a little different, but I kind of get past that. I like how it is a pump. I like how you can see it. You get 30 milliliters, and typically I get this on sale for like $9.99. If it's not on sale, I think it's like $12. It's not overly expensive, and I feel like because Rimmel London isn't talked about a lot, there is a good variety of shades. Like typically you can find something that works for you because it's not overly like picked through. But I like this. The only downside with this is I do find that the actual formula itself does oxidize and change color in the bottle itself and on your skin, but the color itself does change. I would probably say within 6 months. In the beginning of the year, I had a bottle that had like this much left in it, and then I bought a new one in the same shade and same formula, and the one that I was working on was like this color here, and the new one was a little bit lighter. It wasn't as orangey. So that is one thing to note. This is one that you do kind of need to use relatively quickly, but other than that, it's perfect. And I think that this was also one that we picked up, my sister and I have 2 sisters. One of them wanted makeup for Christmas, so the other sister and I went out and I think we got her this one too, and I think this is what she wears. I know one of my friends wears this too. Anytime that I see someone on social media talk about this, they love it too. So if you're looking for a good affordable foundation, you might want to give this one a try and see if it works for you. So those were all of my empties for 2025. I feel like I did really good considering I do Project Pan. I don't buy a lot of items. I really tried to use what I had, and I feel like last year led me up to this year, and this year I'm doing so good. But yeah, so let me know in the comments down below, have you used any of these makeup products? Have you finished any makeup products this year? And don't forget to subscribe because I will have 2 more videos similar to this coming up where I talk about all the beauty stuff, so like hair care, skin care, body care that I finished in 2025. I am gonna have to split it up into 2 parts. This one here was a smaller bundle of items that I finished, and I'm already at like 30 minutes before editing, and I have probably 60 items, I would want to say, or more up there that I have to kind of get through. I can lump some together, but there's a lot. So I'm going to do 2 parts. Well, there's going to be 3 parts. This is going to be part 1. Then we're going to do part 2 and 3. So make sure to subscribe to see those. And I will see you in the next one very soon. Bye.